So what? Keep feeding right on the Word. If you feed right on the Word, He'll bring you up. He'll bring you up. And then you'll be back to those things that gave you stars. Those things before which you fell. You'll be back as a master. You see that? The things that were difficult for you when you were a young Christian or an ignorant Christian. I saw that thing today. I saw that story today. A testimony from Kenya. A woman who testified of what happened to her husband, and he also testified how they got healed. But the part of it that really got my attention was the woman said, when we didn't know who we were, she said, my husband was dying. And because he's a doctor, he knew that his sickness was going to kill him. He knew he'd die. And the man himself said the same thing. He had finalized his will. He told his wife, they said they discussed the future of the children. He knew he was gone. He was in bad shape. He was a doctor himself. But now, medical science couldn't help him. He was on his way out until they got Rhapsody of Realities. And they said, as they studied Rhapsody, the woman said, we found out he didn't have to die. Oh, thank God, thank God. We found out he didn't have to die. And she and the children began to pray for him, expecting that there would be a change. And then she said, then gradually we introduced Rhapsody to him. And then he started reading Rhapsody. Now the beautiful part of the whole thing was, on the day that he started walking, now they asked him to die, you understand? On the day that he started walking, what happened was this. He said he had been speaking in tongues. You know, now he had learned the word, and he was in a wheelchair for 3 years, he says, incapacitated by the sickness. So he said that he had been speaking in tongues, and he had this swelling, this growth that he commanded to leave his body. He said before his eyes, that growth shivered as he spoke in tongues. And then he says, well, he slept or something, whatever it was. Shortly after that, after he went to sleep, I think he went to sleep, he woke up, he just started walking. He just started walking. Now he's back to his work, back to his business, back to everything he was doing before. Now he's started a fellowship and teaching others from the Word of God, giving them Rhapsody of Realities. The lady said, we found out who we are. She said, we have found out. She said, in the past, when we didn't know, I was lost. When we didn't. Think about it. It's important to find out. It's important to find out. You can know that your life, you see, some people, the way you're going, your life is going to be a bad story, the way you're going. And you know the way you're going, you're going to be a bad case. But your journey in life, there's no help. There's no way to turn around. You've tried many things, it's not working, but you just find yourself being swept along by the current. And you're going. You're going. You can see the darkness ahead of you. You can see the failure ahead of you. You can see the destruction ahead of you. But you're like, there's no way. I'm trying, but there's no way. There's a way. There's a way. The Word of God can stop you in your tracks.